Welcome to the Ashman on Football. Football's back. You heard me right. Football's back. The air smells better, the food tastes better, the problems are not that bad because football's back. You can concentrate on the one thing that men get a year, and that's football. It is probably the best gift that God gave anyone. And let's talk about the best team in football, the Seattle Seahawks. They played against the Denver Broncos last week, and it's not a game that I would write home about, but it is a game that you have during the season that you have to win to be a good team. And they won. They didn't win by a lot, but they sure kicked their ass when it came to physicality. What I did find out about this team was that we're a running first team. It sounds a lot old school, but it's the truth. The running opened up the pass, and when we started to pass, then it opened up the run. So to explain that a little bit more, and everyone that probably comes to this site will understand this, is when you run the ball, you bring the safeties down in the box more because they're going to give up 5 or 6 yards without them there. As soon as you bring the safeties down in the box, you open up space for the wide receivers to go over top of the safety. When that happens, the safety has to back up, and then you got more room to run. When you're a balanced team, that opens up a lot of offense. And we didn't find out until the second half that we are a run first team, in my opinion. And this podcast right here is basically my opinion. There was a lot of things that happened in this game that was great. The defense, top five defense by the end of this year. If they play the way they did this game, nobody did single tackles. They was all bunch tackles. The defensive line was adding pressure. The cornerbacks were making interceptions. The safeties were making hits and not allowing deep throws. It was amazing to watch. It reminded me of 2012, 2013 with the Legion of Boom and Bobby Wagner in the front seven, just killing people. And they weren't overpowering and they weren't the biggest people on the field, except for Cam Chancellor. They did it through pressure and they did it through rotations and they keeping their defense fresh. And that was amazing to see. We rotated. We even had Mike Morris playing, which he didn't even play last year because he was injured. He's playing this year and he played two positions on the line. It was just amazing to see that Seattle Seahawks was using everybody and anyone to play D. On the offense, look, our right tackle is on the pub list to start the season. We signed another guy and he got hurt on like the second play of the fucking game. Just bad luck. We have this huge foresight guy who, to my opinion, is too tall to play tackle. His center of gravity is just all over the place. He couldn't get in below anyone's pads. He was getting beat off the line with the bull rush. They didn't even have to spin on him. They just pushed him back into the quarterback. But the one thing he can do is he can run block. So when we switched to the run, he was a pretty good tackle. The two guards were getting eaten alive on the blitz, on the switching, on the mind games that the defense will play. And then all of a sudden we went to the run and they were manhandling people. There was like 4 or 5 pancakes throughout the game. And it was just amazing to see. Our running back, K9, best in the league. I don't care what anybody says. I don't. He can catch the ball, he can block, he can run, he can juke, he can jump. It was amazing to watch him go to work. He brought his helmet and he kept his head down and he just ran the ball right up the gut every effing time and made people look silly. He literally jumped on the 5 yard line to get into the end zone, and he was 6 yards in the end zone before he landed. It was amazing to see that guy's talent, and unfortunately, he's going to be out this week. There's a lot of games last week, and the only one I would like to talk about is the one that everyone heard about, even if you didn't like football. Hill, the wide receiver, got arrested on the way in, and the cops roughed him up, and they arrested him. And this motherfucker still came back and caught the tying touchdown and was one of the reasons why they got the go ahead field goal. He's probably the best wide receiver in the league. And it's amazing to me that he even got into the game. Saying that, this is our first episode. So I hope you guys come back and they will get better. But here's our spot on gossip. This is funny. I hope you guys have a good time.
Thanks, James. Hey, it's Kels, your resident sasshole. I am going to talk about the things that are probably not getting picked up on your sports algorithm. Fashion gossip. Who's dating who? What's going on behind the scenes? Today we're talking about fashion. Who's hot, who's not? Joe Burrow, not. No. Slim Shady hair, it's been done. It was done by Eminem. Stop. You're looking like a creep. I'm not into it at all. But I am into someone. Gardner Minshew. I'm ready for Minshew Mania to come back. I'm ready for it. Short shorts, Daisy Dukes, belly shirts, leisure suits, shirts in a deep V so you can hang a medallion. All of it. 80s rock blaring from his van. All of it. I'm so excited he's on the Raiders. I hope he does well, but you know what? I'll love him either way because he's the man. Bring it back. Bring it back. Trevor Lawrence. He's my little son with his golden flowy locks. And he tried to do a like marketing thing this week on Instagram. He posted a change is coming, right? Everybody on Instagram, aka a lot of chicks, were like, don't change your hair, don't cut your hair, please don't cut your hair. And it was only the next day, just an announcement that his stadium went from the Everbank Stadium to the Trevor Bank Stadium, hard R. I cannot let it go. Come on, we're going to talk about Taylor Swift. Taylor Swift shows up, denim on denim, denim on denim, Canadian tuxedo, some might call it. But Taylor Swift doesn't slip. She showed up with a $4,000 Louis. $4,000. I seem to have misplaced my $4,000 Louis Vuitton. Oh, wait. Same girl. Same. But not 4K. What about the Kelseys? We got to talk about him. I'm probably going to talk about it every week because I really love him. But Jason Kelce, he is lighting it up. Like, he is a sex symbol now. Garage beer commercial, chili commercial. He's laid out like a furry beast. He goes on Monday Night Football and he's a reverse fat guy in a little coat. He says the word tits. He's on one. He's on fire. Why he's wearing a shirt at all, we don't know. Before I go, I want to talk about our sponsor, the Ashhole Saloon. The Ashhole Saloon pours premium spirits, and they got a heavy hand. And the bartender, amazing. It's me. I'm the bartender. So don't forget to tip at the Ashhole Saloon, where friends don't let friends leave sober, because they'll call you an Uber. Have a good night. Bye.